Hey guys, Raymond here from Untitled Chapter, and today we're here to talk about Black Shark. Now, Black Shark have a new series of smartphones, the Black Shark 5 and the Black Shark 5 Pro, and they will be debuting in Malaysia soon. The Black Shark 5 Pro is the flagship smartphone and offers the usual gamer aesthetic with the RGB lighting on the back as well. The display, meanwhile, is a 6.67-inch FHD+ AMOLED display, capable of 144Hz refresh rate with a 720Hz touch sampling rate too. The Black Shark 5 Pro also features Magic Press, a dual-zone pressure-sensitive technology that lets you use the two halves of the display as additional buttons, kind of like how 3D Touch worked. You can press on the screen to trigger extra actions in the game, with up to 7 levels of pressure sensitivity available. Now, under the hood, you will find the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 processor powering almost all Android flagships these days. It's mated to up to 16 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. The storage here is UFS 3.12, so you'll be sure to get some really quick load times. It runs Joy UI 13 out of the box based on MIUI, so if you're coming from Xiaomi, you'll probably notice some similarities there. Keeping all of that cool, meanwhile, is an anti-gravity dual vapor chamber liquid cooling solution, which is basically just two large vapor chamber plates on each side. You can tweak performance modes too, with a ludicrous mode for when you really want to get all frames out of the Black Shark 5 Pro. Now, cameras are of course not the main priority on a gaming smartphone, but you do get a pretty solid 108MP main shooter here. Next to that is a 13MP ultra-wide camera and another 5MP telephoto macro lens. On the front, you'll find a 16MP selfie camera too. Perhaps the coolest feature with the Black Shark 5 Pro is the physical magnetic trigger buttons on the side, which you can pop up and down with a flick of a switch. Just like Magic Press, you can set them up to act as extra buttons in-game, or you can even use them for other shortcuts, such as acting as a physical shutter button for when you want to take pictures with the camera. As for the batteries, you get a dual-cell 4650mAh battery with a 120W charger in the box too. There's unfortunately no 3.5mm audio jack, but you do get stereo speakers, which are supposedly, according to DxOMark, one of the best out there right now. As for the non-Pro Black Shark 5, you do get mostly the same phone, but with some key downgrades here and there. For instance, it's powered by a Snapdragon 870 rather than a 8 Gen 1, and the base model only has 8 gigs of RAM with up to 128 gigs of storage, though you can still get it with 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. The non-Pro Black Shark 5 also has a downgraded camera system. It only has a 64MP main camera with a 2MP macro lens while retaining the same 13MP ultra-wide camera. Other than that though, the Black Shark 5 is more or less the same phone as the Black Shark 5 Pro. Both phones will launch here in Malaysia officially on the 8th of June, so stay tuned for more details on pricing and availability. That's it from me, Raymond here at Untitled Chapter, and if you like this video, please remember to like, comment and subscribe. Bye!